Hey everyone, it's Barbara Hayward here from the Old Girl Spiritual Stuff YouTube channel. Obviously, that's where you're here today, and the Old Girl Spiritual Stuff Facebook page. We're going to be talking, this is the Deliberate Manifestation series. We are on step 5 with this video, and this video is about inspiration. And before we go into that, to the information that I need to give you on this, we need to do some housework. And we do this to every video, so you know what I'm going to say. But the first thing I'm saying is this is for entertainment purposes only. This is all about my understanding, my awareness, my learnings, my teachings, and my philosophy. And if this resonates with you, if this can help you, that is my pleasure, and that's what these videos are all about. And may in your deliberate abundance you get greatness. The second part of it is that I would like you to subscribe. Please like every video, a couple of times, get everybody in to like as much as you can. Please leave a comment. I would like nice comments, but whatever your comment is. And to watch the video as far through. Hopefully you watch them all the right through. I do understand they're long videos. I'm not sure how to do short ones. I'll learn that one day. But it's all to do with the analytics behind the scenes. I have no idea what that's about, but the longer you watch, the more subscribers and the likes means people taking an interest in this, and they will send the videos and to other places around the YouTube channel and all over the place that I can't get to. So let's get to 500 subscribers is my goal, and deliberate manifestation. And please don't forget to subscribe and share with your friend, your Facebook page, wherever you'd like. Okay, inspiration. This is a really interesting step in the process, and it's step 5, as I said. Inspiration means to inspire. I feel inspired, which means I have inspiration. But if we break it down more, it means to be in spirit. And when we have inspiration, it means that our energies are connecting to the universal energies of our people, our guides, God, the angels, whatever you want to call it. But we are in the oneness with that energy. So that's where a lot of our thoughts come through. Our people in spirit, they talk to us through our thought process, through inspiration. We get guided through inspiration. Our gut feeling is also the soul of us, and that's always in spirit, inspiration. It inspires us to stop or do something or go and seek or phone, and that sort of so here. Now, the last one we talked about was action. We've got to get our action plan, our goals, our settings, step by step, our plans to make our goal happen. Now, this section, and so that's all a practical step, because action has act in the word. You need to act upon. And inspiration means to be inspired. So I felt led to. I just woke up and I felt like I needed to phone. And that's the sort of thing that's going to happen once you get your, you know that when you know the why, the how will take care of itself. And so when you've got the ask, you've done the ask, you expect, you've worked on your belief patterns, you've affirmed, and you've got your action plan. And now it's while you're actioning things, then you will be inspired to add, to detract. You might be inspired to phone somebody, you might be inspired to go somewhere, and when you get there, you meet somebody who's got a bit of information for you. That, let's say you're looking for a car, let's say that's what you're manifesting. You might be looking for a classic car, let's say, and it's a certain type. So you might, okay, a lot of our audience is American, so let's say a Mustang, a 1965 Mustang. It's very nice. Or in Australia, it could be a 1960 Holden, a special brand of Holden, whatever it is to you, but let's use that as an example. So you get up one day and you, oh, what am I doing? I don't know. I might just hang out with myself for a while. So you make a cup of tea or coffee and you get inspiration to phone a friend. It's not want to be a millionaire, but you know, you say, oh, I think I might just phone Joan. And you go and phone Joan, and the funniest thing is, Joan goes, oh, you know, Barb, I met this lady the other day, and she's got this, oh my God, it's so beautiful. It's a 65 Mustang, and she's got it for sale. It's not a bad price. I was really impressed, and I go, what? How did you know that that's what I was looking for? Been in spirit. Now, it may not happen like that. It may not happen. Now, I will tell you a slight story on this. Many years ago, when I was traveling around the upper part of, the North Island, working, I had a month's tour, and it was, I think, Tuesday. And my car broke down. It just stopped. It was mechanically wrong. And my husband's a mechanic. So anyway, he said, look, I'll look at it at the weekend. I haven't got time. It was in the middle of winter, I think. So, you know, the early nights. And so I knew how to work with this. So I said to Spirit, now I'm not sure what I need to do. Should I get a new car? New to me was secondhand. So we're not looking at new. Or what? You know, I don't know what to do. What if Dennis can't fix the car? What do I do? I've got a month's tour coming up all around the, you know, different cities. And what I noticed, and inspiration comes signs. That's really, really important to understand, that there are no coincidences. A coincidence is a message from the universe. Remember that, or a message from God, message from the angels. So anyway, I would open, you know, we'd get the daily paper and I'd open it, and always for used car sales and all sorts of things were happening. And so I got the idea that I needed to look at a secondhand car, but I honestly really didn't have very much money. And I was running a workshop in my home at the weekend. Then Monday morning, I was off on my journey to work on Tuesday. And I really did have 28 days fully booked up around the North Island of New Zealand. And so Dennis was working on the car in the backyard, and we're here now. He said to me on Saturday, look, Barb, I'm having a lot of trouble. I said, well, I have to have a car. I don't know what to do. I can't cancel this. I mean, I could have if at the end result, but I didn't want to. And so I remembered the signs. I've got all these. I said, well, maybe on Monday we just have to go and get a secondhand car. I don't know. Maybe I have to hire a car. I don't know, dear. So anyway, Sunday came and the 6 people in the workshop were there, and it's lunchtime and Dennis comes in, and one of the guys there said to Den, have you had any luck with the car? And he said, no, it's died. There's not a thing I can do to revive it. And I'm just devastated. Ye of little faith. And he said, what sort of car are you looking at? And I said, well, anything that works, really. He said, well, we've got a car for sale at the moment. I just looked at him and he said, somebody's supposed to be coming around by 1 o'clock today, but I have an idea that if they don't come around, do you want to buy that? It's an ABC car. It does this, this, and this. And you can, you know, it's this amount. You can pay it off at this amount for over 10 weeks. And I just looked at him. I was flabbergasted. Now, I had asked the universe, I was inspired to, you know, read the paper and all the, you know, the leaflets that went into the letterbox. Every time there was something about a used car. And we bought this car and I went off on Monday morning, have used Larry. So I was inspired, but I was also inspired. Like I'd seen the signs, but I needed to trust. I was running out of faith by Sunday lunchtime, and in he walked. See, I didn't need it earlier or later. I just needed it then. That's been inspired, been in spirit, been in connection with the one. That was amazing. And it can happen that way. I had no idea. So, in action, the video I did, the last one, I was talking about the universe meeting us halfway, but we don't know where halfway is. So we have to keep going. And the more we do this, the more we have faith in the, not what looks like happening, but what's happening in the background. So what are ways that we can be inspired? There's a couple of ways that I do know for sure, and you will understand this. The first one is meditation, that we go into meditation. The proper way to meditate is to ask a question before we go in, and it could be, can you show me the next step to manifesting, the next step I need to do to manifesting that cruise, whatever it's, the cruise. And you go into meditation without that in mind. You've already asked the universe, and you go into your place. Now, the other word I use instead of meditation is contemplation. And that's what I do, is I do contemplation, where I go into the nothingness and just reside there without any thoughts. Well, the thoughts come and go, but I have no connection to the thoughts. So in the meditation or contemplation, in the silence, because we've already asked, in the silence is the indicator that we trust the universe will send us in the next direction, or meet the next person, or learn the next thing that we have to do. This is a really important part. Now, it doesn't look, because there's not a lot of actioning in here, but there's a lot of following gut feelings, and it's in the feeling side, if you like, but that is really strongly important as well. What am I inspired to do next? Okay. Come back to the actions that I'm putting into place at the moment with my 2-month journey overseas into different countries, and I have issues that I need to deal with to be able to get there. That's all part of the plan, to fix all those things up or to sort them out or whatever. So at the moment, what am I inspired to do next? So funnily enough, one of the inspirations, believe it or not, to do my 2-month tour on a personal level in 18 months' time is these videos. This has been percolating in my mind for about a month. It's like, what can I do next? What do I know? What can I share? What do I know quite a bit about? What have I experienced? What experiences or situations can I share? And what is it for? What can I do? And then started creating in my mind this series of videos to put up. And what has this got to do with that? Well, it's got everything to do with it. This is part of the bigger plan. If, when we look at the universal energy from, and this is a little bit inspirational, but maybe not, is that when we give freely and authentically, with no strings attached, then we start receiving back. So as I'm giving these videos freely, out with authenticity, with great love and great awareness, then the magic starts coming back. Now, that's not the reason I do it. I do it because I love doing this. It's because I know what's going on spiritually. As you give, so you receive. The more you give, the more you get. This is what I have to give. This is what I know. This is what I can share with you. I'm not telling you a thing in any of these videos that I have not personally done 20, 30, 40 times myself. And that's why I know they work. Because I've had magnificent manifestations over my days. So have you. So have you. You may not know that, but when you do it deliberately, understanding and being aware of what it is that you're doing, it does manifest quicker. One of my goals manifested after 43 years. You don't have to wait that long. That goes into the next. Yep, that goes into the next one. What do I need to act upon? In my inspiration, in my being inspired, what do I need to act upon? And then you do those steps. So you've got your steps that you've written down in your action plan. Then these are the side actions that come in a conjunction with the ones that you know about. And so when and it could be a matter of, I feel inspired to phone, I feel inspired to go, I feel inspired to talk about to this person. Because I have this saying, I don't know who you know, and you don't know who I know. But when you tell me what your needs are, I may have a solution. I may even know the person that knows the person. If I tell you what my needs are in general conversation, not expecting to get a result, then if you may know the person I need to know, and you freely and authentically share that with me. But that's part of the bigger plan of the manifestation. It's fascinating, absolutely amazing. I don't often do this, but I'm going to quote a little bit out of the Christian Bible. You won't hear me do this often, just every now and again. But Jesus says, I have ways that will astound you. I have ways that will astound you. And I say, well, I'm open to be astounded. Show me, share with me. And always in time, I am astounded. Because the universe, with our thoughts of accepting that this is the way it is, that not only is it a possibility, but it's a high probability that this is going to manifest in our world. We just have to put the steps into play. We need to do the action plan. We need to have our affirmations done. We need to do all these things. And we know in our heart that it is coming towards us. We know that because we are inspired. We are in spirit. We are one with all that there is. All that there is. The universe will create miracles that we don't even know about. And nor we should. Because that's a miracle. If we know it's coming, then we're not going to be astounded. So have that little bit of extra faith. And it is hard. It is hard. And I know that when I beseeched a prayer when I was 16, and after decades, a couple of decades, I let it go. I didn't. It's not that I didn't believe in it. It's just that I let it go. And in the letting go, because it had taken so long, the universe was able to manifest different situations. And that was 16. And on my 60th birthday, I got a letter that was going to bring me that I asked for at 16, 43 years later. So you don't have to wait that long. And yes, I did. It's not that I gave up. I just stopped thinking about it. I let it go. And that's part of being inspired, is let it go when you need to. And we will talk about that in the next video. The next video is called Patience. Yeah, that's another step. So Be inspired, follow the inspiration. This is an additive to the actual step-by-step actions that you've made. These are the bonuses that will get you there quicker. Think on it. Action. Do it. Be part of the inspiration. Be inspired. Be in spirit. Be one with all. Until next video, we'll catch you then. Bye.